all boils down to helping people. That sounds kind of cliche probably, but it's the truth. It's really fun to work stuff up when people bring, there's a lot of routine wellness things which are really cool, and so what you're doing with that is trying to prevent problems, and then on the part when there's illness involved and things like that, you're kind of working through the puzzle of solving the problem. And with that, it's just helping people with the problems they have, and so it just happens to involve the pets or the animals they have, and it's really cool, and you just work through all that, and it's really satisfying. It's just working through what the problem is, what the diagnostics are to get to what that, and then the solution to that. It's a really fun part of the job. As far as treats go, have to be a little careful of that. With the world economy, there has been some treats that aren't so healthy to do. Watch things from China, things like that. Some treats that have a lot of dyes, reds and greens, those can be, with the exception of greenies, those can be something to kind of watch for a little bit. American made would be what you would want to do. In our hospital we have treats from I think Science Diet to Purina, get them through our online pharmacy too. But anything name brand, for the most part, it would be a good thing to do. You want to watch, some of them are low calorie, which are pretty awesome. Some of them are dental treats too. Greenies are really good, milk bones are good. Milk bones have a light milk bone that are good. Both of those have been clinically studied to, it won't clean their teeth, but it will prevent further accumulation of tartar on their teeth, which is a really cool thing to do. But with all treats, like the Bible says, everything in moderation, so we want to kind of watch that a little bit, but there's all kinds of good ones out there. We get asked about treat alternatives, and it's amazing how dogs will eat vegetables. They're from carrots to broccoli to all kinds of vegetable type things like that. It's nice. It's like Weight Watchers. There's no points. There's high fiber, low fat. That are okay to give. They do seem to like it. I think just with the chewing of it all and all that. So medically, sometimes you can actually even feed pumpkin pie filling to dogs. It's got a lot of fiber in it and it fills them up. So especially if there's some weight loss that we really want to get going, we'll do that. Any kind of constipation or diarrhea, that's a really good thing to do. So I don't know why any self-respecting carnivore would eat that, but they do, and they seem to enjoy that. So, well, with spring coming, we always get the questions about storm phobias and all that. With that and their hearing and all that, with all the thunder, dogs can almost predict the weather. We had a clinic dog once that would curl into a ball in the corner when the sun was shining, and then 30 minutes later, here came the thunderstorm. So there's a couple things that you can do to help with that. There are maybe noise machines that may kind of override the noise of the thunder. There are non-medicine things, Thundershirts, those type of things that kind of swaddle them. They really, most of the time, really do help. They've been studied clinically. I think 70% success rate with that. They just kind of swaddle them. They feel a little bit more secure. There are medicines. There's noise aversion medicines that you can give on an as-needed basis. It's a little tough sometimes with a thunderstorm that can be a little unpredictable when to give that, but there are medicines like that. I went to a lecture once, and one of the strategies is to do Prozac through the spring, through the summer, and then when there's a high probability of a thunderstorm, maybe add a little Valium. Talk to your vet about that. But it does kind of take them down a notch. It does kind of settle their anxiety with that. There's also pheromone type things. There's the makers of Thundershirts. They have Pheromone, which is a hormone thing that's a self-calming thing that can be a collar or a spray or throughout the house. Pheromone sprays. There's Feel Away. Adaptil is one. And they do a pretty good job of calming them down. There are calming treats too that have more of a natural type preparation that can kind of take things down a notch. So there's a few strategies with that. The anxiety of that, they really can suffer with that. It's a really scary thing for them, and so there are ways to manage that.